Hey guys, welcome back. I did not do a video last week, and part of that was because I got a new tattoo. I've actually had, in the past month, I've gotten 2 new tattoos. We are in the process of finishing up my sleeve, and so I had the most crazy hangover, like tattoo hangover last week, so I did not get around to doing a video, but I'm back today and I'm here to talk about Traveler's Notebooks. And it's super exciting because, as you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a while, I have been like in and out of Traveler's Notebooks for years. But I'm getting ready to leave Thursday to go to Austin, Texas for the MotoGP races with my husband and some friends of ours. And I have my travel journal all set up. So I thought this would be a great time to kind of walk you through how I actually make use of my traveler's notebook. Now, this one, I'm sure as you guys can tell, this is not my leather Chic Sparrow that I normally use, but that is simply because my leather Chic Sparrow that says Wild Sexy Life on it, it just didn't feel right. I have used it for so many different things, but I needed something a little happier for my travels. This was very inexpensive. I got it from Target. I believe it's technically a planner. Let's see if it has the brand. I can't even tell you the brand. Let's see if it does not have the brand name in it, but I'm sure you guys have seen it at Target. So I love it because it looks like clouds, and typically I only travel journal when I fly or when I do like a big trip, because it tends to help me get excited about flying and the specific trip, because as you guys know, I am highly sensitive and a very anxious flyer. So I just want to show you, this is one thing that helps me when I'm flying, is having this tool with me. Now, I know a lot of you have asked for specific oils for flying, and that video is going to be coming. Next week, I plan on unpacking all of my oils and the things in my medicine bag. I know that I have done a medicine bag video before, which I will put those links down below to those travel videos. But since then, a lot of things have changed. So definitely stay tuned next week for my unpacking, basically my carry-on bag, and showing you guys what all is in there, and specifically the oils I bring to help me when I'm doing brave things. Okay, enough about that. So this is a planner from Target. This is also from Target. This is my pen case. This is the UB brand, and I love it. It literally just holds my pens. So my pens and highlighters. You guys know, because if you've been watching me, you know that the Pentel Energel is one of my all-time favorite pens. I have them in like almost every color. On this side, it's my black pens. There's one that's actually not a Pentel Energel. This is the Pilot G2. I guess I threw in an extra there. This is a pencil. What is this? The Pentel 0.7 mechanical pencil. I keep that in here because I do doodles and I leave love notes for the person that's getting on the plane after me. And so this is for drawing mandalas and doing any kind of sketch work that I might want to do in their love note adventure. And then I have 3 different highlighters. I know in the camera these probably both look yellow, but they are not. One is a green and one is like a yellow and then a pink. And that's there for specific for lettering, because I love using highlighters in with my lettering. Okay, so there is a zipper. It's literally, I just use it as a pen holder. My glue stick I keep in my travel bag, so I don't have that in here. I may use this like if I have well, I don't know. I was going to say if I have things I want to add to my journal, I'd stick those in the pockets. But my travel notebook has a pocket in here, so I probably won't. I mean, if I need to zip something up, I like being able to have that as an option. The reason I like the case is because in the past, I've used a bag that I put my pens and markers in, and they always end up falling. I end up dropping pens. This, look, even if I shake it, the highlighters are starting to fall out a little bit, but like they're not gonna fall out. I can open this, sit it in my lap, do my journaling, work on my Love Note adventure, and everything's gonna stay in one place. I have, in the back, I have lead for my pencil, and I have a paper clip. Don't know why, but I do. These are the cutest paper clips ever, also from Target. Okay, I'm trying not to have this video be super long. Moving on to the Traveler's Notebook. Okay, so I love Traveler's Notebooks, but I don't use them for day-to-day journaling. I literally only use them for specific themed work. This one is specific to travel. So I have already prepped my insert. This is a Moleskine Cahier notebook, and let me take that out. This is, I will talk to you about this here in a bit. This is a Moleskine insert that I've covered with coloring paper, because if you guys have watched my previous videos, you know I love decomposition notebooks, and one of the reasons I love them so much is because you can color the outside. I am not taking my decomposition notebook on this trip because I am filling up this insert, but I still wanted something that allowed me to do some coloring if I finish my Love Note adventures. I'm bringing two. This one, I guess I'll talk about this first. This one will sit directly in the back of this notebook. So, you know, it'll go like so. And I will have this in the front. When I get on the plane, I will, if I feel like journaling, I will journal in my insert. If not, I will pull this out and start working on my Love Note adventure. What is a Love Note adventure? I have a whole video about how I do it for a friend. A friend and I share Love Note adventures. They are wonderful to leave for strangers. When you are an anxious flyer, or anxious period, love takes the place of fear. So if you can figure out how to get out of your fear, whatever fear that is, whether it's flying, whether it's in a social situation, and you can focus on loving someone else, the fear goes away. I found this out when I did my trip to Utah and had the idea to do this for the first time. I was like, oh my gosh, why have I not thought of that before? This is 5 sheets of printer paper, okay? Just a regular printer paper, folded in half and stapled. And I didn't even staple them neatly. Like, I literally rolled it to staple it. So I have I stamped hello on the front, and then I went ahead and prepped it with watercolor splatters, because you guys know how much I love watercolor splatters. So literally, let me just show you. That's all that's on here. Watercolor splatters. I mean, you could add like images or collage, but I just felt like splattering watercolor on. And what I will do is, on my flight, I will fill this baby up with words of affirmation, with notes, with doodles, all specific to the stranger that is going to sit in my seat after me. So I will write some personal, you know, how I'm feeling in that moment, tips that I have found for anxious flyers in case they are an anxious flyer. Like I said, words of affirmations, prompts for them to think through, just a full love note with messy handwriting. And it's wonderful. Doing something like this for someone else you don't have time to be anxious. I actually, when I went to Cabo, I brought one with me and decided not to use it. And let me just tell you, that was the worst flight I had ever been on. So you better bet I am bringing one for my flight to Austin, and I have another one all set up for my flight home. So that is why this is in the back right here with my traveler's notebook. Okay, the traveler's notebook, I did the same thing. I literally went through and watercolor splattered the pages. I also added little stickers. Let me show you. So here's one. This is actually a collage. I printed this off of Pinterest and added it to my journal. There's a bag that says escape. I have a cute little girl with suitcase with luggage there in the middle. I just have different little images that I liked on Pinterest. I cut out and glued onto the page just to fill in different places. Okay, then to get excited about the trip, I have different little spreads. So this says, you have done brave things. And I filled it up with all the brave things I have done. So I have on there, you have flown to Utah. You have gone cliff diving into the ocean, and that was amazing in California. You have flown to Mexico. You endured the hard times of marriage and parenting and survived. You feel the fear but do things anyways. You have endured super painful tattoos. You are a writer. You're a teacher of many. You have homeschooled. And I just have, I filled it up with all kinds of brave things to remind me, even when I'm on the plane. When I'm on the plane, if I start to feel fearful or claustrophobic, I can come here and I can read the brave things I've done. Okay, and then I have a packing list. So I stamped packing list, and this is where I have scripted my Austin packing list. I have what's in my carry-on. This is everything I want to bring in my carry-on. Moments to capture. So I have a little camera image, and it's just messy because it's mine, so I don't have to make it pretty. But I have different things I want to get a photo of. I want a group shot. I want shots of each couple. I want to remember to get a photo on the dance floor because I'm sure we're going to be at a dance club at some point. I want to get photos of clouds. I want to get a selfie in an Austin bathroom, a photo of having wine with my friends, a street sign. So this is just a fun thing to do before you leave on your trip because it gets you excited. So it reminds me of why I'm doing this trip, because I am excited about going with my husband and my friends on the plane. What to do on the plane: soul journaling, leaving love notes for strangers, flirting, watching a TV show with my love, enjoying a glass of wine or other beverage, read a fun book or magazine, play games on my phone. So it's literally just a list. So if I finish with this and want something to do, there's a list for me. Before we leave, this is my list that I have to get done before we leave for Austin. And then the rest is blank. The rest is there for my daily morning mindset pages. I do have in the very end, I have one more little thing. I have favorite moments. So in the back here, on my way home from my trip, I'm going to list out my favorite moments of my Austin vacation. So this is how I use a travel journal. It is literally a small insert that is used to get excited about a trip, to help keep me grounded, to give me tips for if I get anxious. Then after it's full, when I finish it up, when I'm home, I will take this out and it will go right in the middle of my current spring composition notebook. It all stays together because this is still spring. It's just a trip that has its own insert. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing all about my highly sensitive traveling tools, or tools for anxious flyers. This is definitely one of them. Both my journal and the Love Note Adventure for a Stranger. Once again, I will be back next week to unpack my bag of oils that I use to help me be brave as I fly and travel. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next week. Until next time.